I have the experience to go to Congress and not only fight, but get things done. To be able to reach across the aisle, to be able to compromise, to be able to work on behalf of persons like yourself. And so, before you leave here today, it is my plea that I am fortunate enough to be the Congressman of the 5th District. The only way I can be that is if you sign my petitions. And so I'm asking you from the heart, Thaddeus Kirk, be so kind as to sign my petitions. And come on back and ask me anything that's on your heart. Thank you so much.
I saved all 4 of my cards, but I won't do that to you. I would like you to ask me about anything and everything. I'd like to hear what matters to you. Ashley Lunkenheimer. And I would like you to sign my petitions. There are some really important issues here, and we have really good, smart people fighting for them. So first of all, we need to win this seat. We need to put a check on Donald Trump and his administration and the Republican congressional leadership enabling them. We need to fight the opioid crisis. I've been fighting it since before it was nationally known. We need to stop gun violence. I have prosecuted cases in which there were 9 murders in 11 months on 1 square block in the city of Chester. That is unacceptable. There are children in that district. Widener University, where our young people are getting good educations, is right across the street. Facts do matter. We all need health care. So please ask me anything and everything. I hope you will support me. I hope you will sign my petition. Thank you.
I have 1 card left. I have to say that there is really nothing that I've heard here today that I could disagree with. I think that everybody's got their head screwed on the right way. We have got to turn Pennsylvania blue. That's the #1 thing that has to come out of this. I do feel that I would be an excellent candidate for Congress. I think that my business experience and my life experience positions me well to do that in a way that is ethical and that reaches across the table. In the meantime, I hope that all of us will attempt to continue to talk to people who are Republicans, who are unsure about where to go or how to vote. That being said, I think I'll turn the mic over.
Thank you very much. Lindsay, how many questions? You have 90 seconds.
I believe that climate change, is my mic on?
Yeah?
I believe that
No.
climate,
Is that not on? Push it back. Hello?
jump right into it.
Third time.
I believe that climate change is one of the defining issues of the 21st century. What's the point of having piles of cash if you can't even breathe clean air and clean water? One of the reasons why I love America and I'm so grateful to be here is that I come from a country where people live, their lives are 10 years shorter because of the severe pollution. Just this week, I want to share some good news with you. I've been working with the Sierra Club on shutting down the Brunner Island Power Station. Did you know the Philadelphia area has the 5th highest number of asthma cases in the country? That is not okay. So today, or this week, we force them to install pollution controls because you deserve better than that. Thank you. I'm Lindsay. I would love for you to sign my petition, and thank you so much for your time tonight.
Margo, do you have any cards? Okay, how many? That means you have 60 seconds. Thank you.
I'm Margo Davidson, and if you want to be a part of a grassroots movement to get me on the ballot, I would ask that you see Bernicia at the end of this meeting. Stand up, Bernicia. I believe in grassroots movements, and I was a part of one in 2010 that began to turn Delaware County blue in 2010. I want to do that again here in 2018. I have been a leader on gun reform. I've been a leader on pay equity. I've been a leader on so many of the issues that House Democrats have fought for over the last 8 years since I've been in the House. And I am the only female experienced legislator that is on this stage right now. And I ask for your help if you want to see someone like me be in Congress and to fight the good fights. I know how to fight against Republicans, and I know how to fight with House Democrats. And the reason I can say no to some of those issues and take a very hard line is because the Republicans have made us make false choices. And I say no to those false choices. We should not have to choose between whether or not we care for our babies or care for our elderly. That's a false choice. Thank you.
Thank you, Margo. 2 minutes.
Ooh, this has been a long night,
Yeah.
but it's good. And I thank you, Lisa, Abu and Shelley around here, all the folks who, and all the folks from Indivisible, and Marple, Newtown Dems, and Claude. Actually, I think it's just terrific what everybody's doing. It's just inspired. I mean, these rooms are just so packed. My wife is here with me, and actually, Melissa, who is my inspiration, and also just supports me through every cockamamie thing that I choose to do in my life. And Andrew Heyman is here, right back there. So either one of them and me will be out here afterwards. So if there's want to sign our petition, we'll love that if you do that. I didn't tell you too much about my bio. I'm just going to say this very briefly. I was raised in a union household. My mother was on the picket lines. When I was a kid, she was fighting for those causes. That matters to me. Her values, they're my values. I want to go to Washington and fight for those as well. That's why I'm doing this. I was raised in Havertown, went to public schools throughout. Another thing I have as a challenge, I had a sister who had a very severe substance abuse problem. Like Larry, not like Larry, not like Larry. But I lost my sister to substance abuse some 20 years ago, to heroin. And I want to fight for more treatment dollars, because I think this administration in particular is giving a short shrift to that. I worked on Capitol Hill, was chief of staff to a member of Congress for 4 of the 7 years that I worked there. And here in Pennsylvania, when my wife and I returned, I've been fighting for causes like gun violence prevention. Not just fighting for it, and like everybody else here is, but I've been doing it for 10 years. I was president of Ceasefire PA. I was president of Conservation Voters. When I worked on Capitol Hill, I worked on issues like gun violence prevention. I worked on issues like labor and healthcare and the environment. And I want to continue to fight for those things if I'm elected. And what I'm saying is that I am ready on day one. I'm the person here who has the experience, who's worked in this arena, and I'm ready to take on day one. That's what we need. Thanks so much.
Shelley. 1 to 60 seconds. Thank you.
I'm not a career politician. I never intended to be. I never intended to run for an office like Congress, but I got into this race because it's personal. It's personal to me about the commitments that people make to us and then they fail to live up to them. It's personal to me that our children are having to go to school every day in fear for their lives, and to prisons with metal detectors and armed security guards and, God forbid, hope not teachers. Our children need someone that can go to Washington and fight for their right to go to school in peace and to receive a quality education. But what I most want you to ask me about is my service to my country. I've spent my entire life in public service to my community or to my country. The last 15 years, I've been serving my country as a counterintelligence officer with the CIA. That may sound scary, but what I did was bring our men and women home. I made sure they were safe. I rescued hostages that were overseas. I fought hard to bring them back, and I've been in the room with people who have lost their loved ones.
Thank you.
Ask me about that.
Thank you.
Mary Gay Scanlon. So I'm happy to answer any questions that people have, and you can go to scanlonforcongress.com and find out where we're going to be, or email a question. I'd rather you ask the people in this room that I've worked with and the people in the community. So whether it's the teachers I've worked with at Wallingford-Swarthmore, the people I've served on the board with, people from the many Delaware County nonprofits and Philadelphia nonprofits, the Mummers Museum, Garrett Williamson Foundation, Chester Eastside Ministries, Fair Districts PA. Ask the people I've worked with. I think they'll tell you that I'm hardworking, I look for solutions, and I try to bring people together. So thank you.
Thank you. You have a card, so you have a minute.
Certainly ask me anything, about anything. What I want you to know about me is that I'm a fighter, okay? I will fight for you, your causes. I'm not a career politician. This is new to me, but that's a great thing. We've heard from leaders in this community. They're tired of the same old, same old. I'm tired of the same old, same old. We're all tired of the same old. We need new blood, new ideas, new people, okay? The political gerrymandering has got to stop. I'm here to fight for you. This is not about me, it's not about us, it's about you. Healthcare, I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. I'm a volunteer board member on Damien Healthcare Center. It's a mental health institution, mental health services provider. Okay, we fight every day for dwindling pennies for mental health and abuse. Okay, I deal with this on a daily basis. I know what it's like. I volunteer on another board. I chair another board, Kennedy Area Community Service. They help homelessness and financial assistance to those who are under-resourced. Every day we have to fight. I deal with government people. I know what it's like. I know what this administration is doing. So please help me sign my petition. Thank you.
Dan, give this back, it's going that way. So you have a minute.
I hope you asked me about my service. Outside of my career in the sciences, I have gone to rural Uganda to do grant writing initiatives with orphan communities to start sports programs. I've served as a Quaker youth pastor in the Philadelphia area. I have served on boards for purchasing group health insurance and founding member of a task force that built a Mandarin immersion program in the Philadelphia public schools. And I hope you ask me about my policy. I hope you ask all of us about our policy, more than our yes, no's, and what our real plans are. And then I also hope you ask me what I can do for you, because I want you to tell me, really. I want you to tell me, I've been learning about the pipeline, I've been learning about guns, I've been learning from you all year. And so I hope you keep teaching me too, and I get to ask you what I can do for you. And I hope you sign my petitions, and Jamie and Anlin are in the back with them. And so I really appreciate your support helping me get on the ballot, so thank you.
Mary Ellen, you have 30 seconds and no cards. 30 seconds.
There's so much I want to do. I want to
Jump right into it. There you go.
There's so much I want to do. I want to keep you healthy and keep you safe. My mom died during the 2014 campaign, so I really care about the seniors. I want to make sure that the seniors live with a life of dignity. So I want to expand Social Security and protect Medicare. And I'm really interested in the gun issue. And the reason I waffled is because assault weapons kill massive amounts of people. So I think that background checks are extremely important, but so are getting rid of those assault weapons. So I stood up for you when it was impossible to win. I hope you'll stand up for me now. Thank you so much.
David, you have 1 minute. You paid me a card.
Hi again. So my name is David Wertheim. It's kind of a funny name, so I just wanted to hold this up. Thank you all for letting me share my story with you today of my own family's encounter with the big and confusing healthcare system and what it's like to watch Republicans attack and how scary that can be. I have a background in service. I've served in the Peace Corps, teaching in China. I've also served in the AmeriCorps when I was in college. I'm a middle-class kid from this area. I went to Yale University. I was a federal work-study kid. I was actually in a union, the Local 34 in New Haven. I served food to the richer kids who went to school with me. What I'd like to say is, deep down, I'm a journalist. That's what I've done most recently in my career. And I don't just want you to ask me things, but I want you to tell me things. I want you to tell me your stories and share them with me. I want to elevate and share your stories, and I want to make them part of this campaign. So please come find us. Whoever's petition you sign, I still hope you'll come by, say hi, tell us about your story. Thanks.
Thank you, David. You can just tell me how many cards. You have 2, so you have 90 seconds, George.
Thank you, Lisa. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. This is a fantastic thing. I've never seen so much enthusiasm in our politics until Donald Trump. That's the only good thing that's come out of the Trump administration. And I think it's so important to look at all of these candidates, and we all agree on almost everything. We'll all go to Washington, whoever gets in, and we're going to vote the right way on things, or I should say the left way on things. But we're going to vote for social justice. We're going to vote for the important things. So the decision's not really about policy. The decision is about who can be a better member of Congress, who can be more effective, more persuasive, to help get our agenda through, enact policy that will help all of us. I think I have that experience. I've been a lawyer for 35 years. Social justice is my passion. And if you look at our website at beatty.com, I've handled cases in the Supreme Court on issues all around, from women's rights, from the rights of nurses who didn't get unemployment compensation. We changed 25 years of precedent on a pro bono case that I handled. So I was in the Florida election litigation. I was on CNN in the year 2000 in the butterfly ballot case. I was there pro bono to fight for our causes. That was 18 years